to Sunday Night Football. It's great to have you with us at York Park. This is the round 3 match between Hawthorn and Port Adelaide. Already one of these teams is looking like a contender, and the other has had a poor start to the year. Will this one play out true to form?
The skipper leads his team out onto the field.
It's 3rd versus 15th, and there's been no love for the underdogs this week. They have a point to prove. Here we go. Meek wins it down. Good ruck work and good roving too. Ward, Newcomb.
It's not a fair fight.
Out of the congestion. Ginnivan.
He's suddenly a popular man.
Sweet running in support. Georgiades. Drew. They've worked it well. Rosie. Horn Francis. Navigated the traffic. McKinlay. He could have blazed away, but he's done the team thing.
For the perfect start.
The goal umpire doesn't need to work for that one.
The power will charge full price if you let them move the ball with that sort of ease.
One goal straight plays, no score. The big men fly. Ward, D'Ambrosio, goes long. That's a strong mark.
If he can nail this first shot at goal, he might just be in for a big day.
Should kick it. He does.
Marks inside 50 are worth their weight in gold when you go back and convert the goal.
So a goal each. Good ruck work. Mackenzie. Newcomb loves the hard stuff. Drew reads the play so well. Great tackling technique there. Meek gets his hand to it. Mackenzie. They're going hammer and tong. He's wrapped up.
That's commitment to the cause. You'll have to earn your kicks today.
We haven't seen any spot yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Newcomb, Ward in the centre square. D'Ambrosio, Moore. Ginnivan, Ward.
He's given it a tug and missed.
I'll hope that sort of wastefulness doesn't become a recurring theme.
Farrell brings it back in. Jones working hard and presenting well. Good looking kick. Farrell has found some space. Burgoyne can keep it moving.
Neat little worm burner.
Marshall makes position. That's skillful. Hits the deck. Missed opportunity. He's caught. Can he hit a target?
Time to turn on the Jets.
Meek.
It wasn't the best kick, and we'll have a throw in.
The Hawks have already got on top in the clearances, and it's directly translating into more forward 50 entries.
Sweet, showing his skills. Butters, no easy exit. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Meek with the tap. Newcomb, he's been busy so far. D'Ambrosio, Mackenzie, absorbs the pressure. You asked for it, you got it. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Good ruck work. Drew, Aaliyah. Now it's someone else's problem. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
You turn the ball over there, you've got to expect to pay the price.
The Hawks having a good patch. Sweet palms it down. Drew, Rosie, can he find a teammate? Unable to get it inside 50. Well-weighted kick. Meat working hard and being rewarded. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Sweet takes an excellent grab. Aliyah, that's a useful ball. They could almost have raffled it. He's made a bright start. Richards, dangerous to leave on his own. Durden can just about go all the way. Horn Francis. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Who can get the clearance? Just had to get it out. Butters intercepts the hand pass. We will do it all again. Rucks go at it. Mackenzie, Newcomb, doesn't often waste it. Evans got a fist in. Butler looking to extend this margin. The sprint is on. Clean pickup. It's a desperate tackle. Lays it off. Watson heads for home. Not the best strike. And it's hit the post.
That passage of play deserved a better finish.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Jones marks in the back pocket. Radaglia pushes into space and receives the footy. Honours the lead. He's generally a good kick. McKinlay, he ran into a brick wall. They're tackling with great intent. Sweet with a deft tap. Drew, Butters, picking their way through. Well played. Looking to hit up the short option. Manages to find a teammate. Kicks inside the forward 50. Whitlock is the man on the spot and he's marked. Tidy ball. Punched that like he meant it. Richards. He's off. The Hawks have started well. Amon. The kick was centimetre perfect. His field kicking is normally first rate. Johnston outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Delivers to centre half forward. Watson, this is good footy. Joel might fancy himself here. That's an impressive mark.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
The definition of optimism is hoping for him to miss that. He doesn't.
2 contested grabs and 2 goals for him now. He could be in for a huge day.
It's a handy buffer they've established. Sweet wins the tap. Drew met solidly. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Good ruck work. Newcomb. It's a tough game.
Gary, what's caught your eye?
The power. Might be hearing alarm bells already. If they don't improve their clearance work, this game could get away from them quickly.
Rosie. The kick is precise. Normally delivers. Watson with the big fist. Newcomb. And that's a letdown. They need a spark. Meat read that one like a book. They'll take the patient approach. They might be out here. You can see their confidence growing. Evans goes without it. Stripped of the footy. Newcomb. Watson knew the tackle was coming. The kick was misdirected. Good vision there. Evans hacking it forward. Meat had it and lost it. They've put themselves under pressure. Berry spoils. Gives some ground with a handball. The Power have won it back. Just shoveled it out. Aliyah. I felt that one from here. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. Meat wins the tap. Newcomb couldn't burst through. He's so good in close. Nash. This will be touch and go. He's got it.
He's all class in front of the sticks. That's a great finish.
The Power are in danger of being run over. Sweet gets his hand to it. They have a good understanding, those two. Drew, defence 101 there. You can't question his commitment. Impey, Amon, what can he do with it? Battle. The Hawks moving the ball well. The Power are chasing tail. They've opened them up here. Amon can run and carry. Watson at centre-half forward. Joel going at his first, and he's got it.
He's just not giving the ball back, which makes it hard for any team.
The Hawks by 25. The big men fly. Rosie, Drew, dealt with the pressure. Butters, can he be the fire starter? That's well played. Berry, all on his own. Just needs an accurate kick now. They desperately need a goal. Richards, good tackle. He's set upon. They're tackling with venom today. Meat palms it down. Nash, they're playing with purpose and poise. Georgiades attracted a crowd. Ginnivan, desperate to win it back. Newcomb got to the right position and hung on. They're moving the footy well here. Butler, Sicily runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Watson spears it to full forward. Butters drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Mead with a chance to relieve the pressure. Good hands. Rosie, Radagalia must get this out. They appeal for holding the ball and the umpire agrees.
He's having a word with the umpire and he may just have a point. He hasn't looked like missing so far, so I'll back him in here.
That's offline, didn't really give it a chance.
Not a gimme goal, but probably should have been kicked nevertheless.
The Power desperately need to shift the momentum. Jones works hard to present. Good work rate. Mead on a lead. This is much better. Durden in some space on the wing. Richards with a chance to send it forward. Ball up in the shadows of quarter time. Sweet slaps it out. Butters onto it in a flash. Vaughan Francis. He'll work all day. McKinlay comes free in the tackle. The Hawks under great pressure. Gone. Caught napping in a dangerous spot.
He bit off more than he could chew there. The Power are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
He's kicking at his second, but he'll have to settle for one, at least for now. The Power will be disappointed because what they spoke about during the week hasn't come to pass. They'll need to make changes. Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The Power have been outworked so far. They'll look to their leaders to drive a step up in intensity. It's not always about the obvious things. It's also the knock-on that releases a teammate, the extra effort to effect a smother, the gut running to lay a shepherd. When you're in that mindset, you give yourselves a great chance.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. The big men fly. Wines. They've got to get a wriggle on. Bouncing ball. Can he hit a target? Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Good thinking and good execution too. Berry. They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
And needed to get the first of the second quarter, and they have.
The Power have been outplayed, but they're hanging tough. Sweet with the tap. Rosie absorbing the pressure. Big tackle laid.
The lift door's closed on him and he's gone.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Moore, Lewis, farms it out. Nash, Gunston, he's wrapped up.
It's not a fair fight.
We've got a whistle, umpire's ball. Sweet, palms it down. Nash, onto it. McKenzie, Evans, runs onto it. Aaliyah takes the short option. McKinlay with a chance to run. And they're away. Georgiades has charged into space.
It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle.
The umpire will have it. Sweet, got his palm to it. Newcomb, a model of consistency. Lewis, dangerous to leave on his own. He won't be happy with that one. Wanting to get on with the job. Bangs it long. Marshall heads off the danger with a well-judged mark. Probing ball. He's drawn a crowd. The umpire says he had no prior. Sweet has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. McKinlay, we've got another stoppage. Meek showing his skills. Ward, Nash, that's a bruising tackle.
The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Tidy ball. Evans has found some space. Sweet, incisive handball. Horn Francis, foot race on the wing. Meek accepted the invitation.
There might have been an argument for a free kick there.
Meek slaps it out. Feeling the heat. More! Great body work. That's skillful. Jones saves the day. His field kicking is normally first rate. Rosie, he picked his pocket. He's been quiet. Marshall is calm in a crisis. Can they get it forward this time? Burgoyne, good handball. Rosie, he'll be sore in the morning. Attracted a crowd. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Meek with the tap. McKenzie, Burgoyne, cops some unwanted attention.
That's holding the footy.
Great pressure there and gets the reward.
Hardwick drops into the hole and marks. Drives it deep. More! Uses the body well.
He couldn't miss from there, surely.
From the pocket. Looks good. Is good.
I'll have to watch him more closely than that. He's deadly around goal.
The Hawks with a steadying goal. The big men fly. Rosie, they're a big chance here. Weddle doing what he does best. Nash, that's commitment to the cause. And we will do it all again. Meek slaps it out. Ward has a real turn of pace. Marshall makes good contact. Radagalia. Moore runs onto it. Ginnivan in the right spot. Throws it on the boot. Anyone's ball. Into the middle with the kick. Meek clears the area. In no man's land. Richards. Through the centre square he goes. Which way will it bounce? Whitlock. Richards under the gun. You have to be tough to play this game. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Meek wins it down. McKenzie can't afford to panic. Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Richards runs onto it. Important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Meek has probably got the points at this stage. McKenzie, Nash, Burn-Jones affects the turnover. Quick snap is off target.
Perhaps he should have looked to lay that one off. He'd miss more of those and he'd kick.
Looking for a quick transition.
Manages to find a teammate. What can they generate? Nash can keep it moving. He doesn't waste many. Ginnivan in the centre square. Moore panicked under pressure. Good disciplined defence. Radagalia. Drew showing real strength. They've coughed it up. He's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. D'Ambrosio met solidly. He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Meek cuts it off. The defence is disorganised. Marshall making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Mead No way through there, and they'll reset. Sweet with a deft tap. Rosie, Aaliyah, a chance to clear now. Sicily got a fist in. Richards, can he impose himself on the match? That's an aggressive handball. Georgiades, Horn Francis, Durden. Through tackle and rightly a free kick. The Power have been out of sorts. Sicily is there in defence. The Hawks are playing some great footy. Battle has a vice-like grip. Doesn't often waste it. Whitlock went bang. Meek, McKenzie, got to get it forward now. Normally delivers. They could be vulnerable here. Good-looking kick. Meek read that well. Ward looking to extend this margin. Who's front and centre? Knew the tackle was coming. Aaliyah, Jones, and they're out of trouble. He's hit up the lead. Burn-Jones closed him down. Great tackling technique there. Sweet, showing his skills. Drew winds. He's stopped in his tracks. Aaliyah gets the kick away. Sweet, working hard and being rewarded. Rosie. Meek tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Durden. It's a desperate tackle. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Sweet, looking for territory. Drew. This might roll through. Punched away. Not on my watch, he says. Quick snap is off target.
They're within striking distance, but they need to make the most of their shots on goal.
They've set up well for the kick-in. Amon with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Hawks are out of trouble. That's a useful ball. Hardwick pushes into space and receives the footy. The kick is a poor one. What's he got on offer? They've got them on the overlap. Good work rate. Golden opportunity here. McKinley can run into an open goal. He will surely make this count.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
It's banana time, and he does it easily.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Power with a much-needed goal. Meek wins the hit out. Ward, McKenzie. How will the umpire see this? They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Sweet gets his hand to it. Winds, turned over. Burgoyne picks off the pass. Goes laterally. Butler dishes it off. D'Ambrosio, Hardwick. Clever kick. They've moved it well and given themselves a good look here.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
Goes at goal, and that is an opportunity gone begging.
That was a promising build-up and deserved a better finish.
Farrell with the footy. Jones working hard and presenting well. Honours the lead. Good kick. D'Ambrosio with the big fist. Has to be clean. Can he hit a target? It's a poor entry. A waste, really. They must tidy up their kicking. D'Ambrosio into the pocket he goes. Jones will bail his team out again. The Power might be about to start something. He's generally a good kick. Sees an opportunity and plays on. Well played. Rosie, Drew. Can he be the fire starter? Quality delivery by foot. Another goal and they'll believe. Durden, Georgiades. He's been set a task. The Hawks looked as if they were going to get it all their own way early, but now they've got a contest on their hands. Big second half coming up. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Power are winning the hit-outs, but it hasn't translated to more clearances and inside 50s. On a couple of occasions in that quarter, it seemed the ruck and the midfielders weren't on the same page, so they want to sort that out. They've got the right pieces in place. They just need to find more synergy.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. It's been a great duel between the two big men.
Mackenzie.
They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle.
Sweet punches it out of the ruck like Batman and Robin. Wines. Rosie. He ran into a brick wall. The kick lets them down. Short pass looks good. That's well played. Is anyone home? Gunston gets to the front spot and can line them up. They've picked their way through. Evans. We've seen that before. Hardwick. Lace out. Great footy.
He's having a terrific match, ranking highly for clearances, contested possessions and inside 50s.
He hasn't kicked a goal yet. Does he get one here? No, it bounces off the post.
There's 5 points gone begging.
Farrell heads wide with the kick in. Jones marks in the back pocket. McKinlay in the clear. The power moving the ball well. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Horn Francis. Georgiades. Mead leads his opponent. His field kicking is normally first rate. Burgoyne with a chance to run. Searching kick. Aliyah all on his own. Picking their way through. Rosie works hard to present. Burn-Jones. He's so clean with the footy. They could almost have raffled it. What's he got on offer? Meek drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Weddle has found some space. They're playing with purpose and poise. Moore. That's good work rate. The kick was centimetre perfect. The Hawks look well drilled. Lewis on a lead. Moore. Battle in the clear on centre wing. Mackenzie. Dangerous to leave on his own. Penetrating ball. Jones. Couldn't quite. Ward. He's put it through.
Crafty forward play there. He reads the ball so well, and he's one of those who can hurt you without having big disposals.
The Hawks are showing why they were well back to win this match. Punch clear. Mackenzie. They cannot keep him quiet. Burgoyne gathers. Terrific tackle. Gets his kick despite the heat. Who's got the wheels? Farrell pounces. They are hunting the ball carrier. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sweet wins it down. Rosie. Butters. This is promising. Drew with time. What a game he's having. The power looking dangerous. Here's the vital kick inside the 50. They've turned it over. Can he find a teammate? Amon. And they're away. Good thinking and good execution too. Battle makes position. Ginnivan in some space on the wing. Gunston displaying great endeavour. Throws it on the boot. Butters gets there first. Gives it everything. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. He's under close attention. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. The umpire says you had prior opportunity.
His annoyance can only be with himself for a lack of awareness.
Impey accepted the invitation. No easy exit. Didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits. The Power are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
Looking to pull one back, and that's exactly what he's done. Well played.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
The Power need to back that up and generate some momentum. The big men fly. Rosie sharks it. Butters. Lewis in the centre square. Big tackle laid. Got to get rid of it quickly. That's not quick enough.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
Mead manages to find a teammate. Berry. They've put themselves under pressure. Approaching the 50. He sends them inside for the 4th time. Jones saves the day again. He'll be sore in the morning. Attracted a crowd. They're tackling with great intent. Sweet has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Drew, Butters. They've given it back. Gunston takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
It's all gone to script for them so far. Plenty of work ahead, though, as we restart.
Ward competing fiercely. Newcomb, Gunston marks at centre half forward. What's he got on offer? They can smell victory. He's drawn a crowd. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Meek slaps it out. Newcomb, Drew, desperate to win it back. McKinlay, Rosie, Butters.
They're running up the stat sheet.
Berry,
He's suddenly a popular man.
kicks to centre wing. Mead. That play should have resulted in a shot at goal. Lewis has charged into space. The Hawks are playing some great footy. Sweet.
They're tackling with venom today.
Sweet wins the hit out. Rosie hacking it forward. Ball to be won on centre wing. Scrounges a kick in no man's land. Mackenzie showing some pace. He'll feel that one. That's holding the footy.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
They've got a problem now. They're a big chance here. It's a poor inside 50. Takes the short option. Mackenzie can keep it moving. This is good ball movement. Lowers the eyes. Lewis has got loose. Ward, Ginnivan. Advantage paid. Who's at home? It looks a well-oiled forward line. Just needs an accurate kick now. Going for territory. Jones went bang. He's not one to take a backward step. Absorbs the pressure.
The Power are struggling to provide their forwards with quality supply. It might be time to shuffle the magnets a bit.
Meek punches it out of the ruck. Newcomb.
A quick getaway wasn't possible.
Got the handball away. Sloppy disposal, and we'll have a throw in.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The Power have got to change it up because they're a bit too predictable at the moment.
Rosie has covered some territory today. Sweet, tidy ball. Weddle doing what he does best. Georgiades just had to get it out. That's a dreadful hand pass. Delivers it inside 50. Radaglia. Mead. Farrell. Can he mop up? He's besieged. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Sweet got his palm to it. Rosie. Evans. Got to get it forward now. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Sweet. Good tackle. Chips to half-back.
Time to turn on the Jets.
Farrell working at close quarters. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Ward has pushed deep and can have a shot.
He's covering so much territory with that elite work ethic. He's arguably best on ground at this stage.
Ward, what a game he's had. He's doing it all.
The Power need to start winning more contested ball. They're being beaten up in that area.
The Power look at breaking point. Sweet wins it out of the centre. Winds. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. Scrimshaw. You can see their confidence growing. Gee, they're playing well. Who's front and centre? Meek. Nash in the right spot. Lines them up. Makes good contact and puts it through.
He has produced a clinical finish there to cap off a terrific passage of play.
The Power haven't been able to respond. They look gone. Sweet wins it down. Winds absorbing the pressure. Good build-up. Up and under. Barris tries to spike it out of the danger zone. The Hawks having a great patch. Probing ball. Not sure what the idea was there. Sets a task for the forwards. Scrimshaw is a rock in defence. His field kicking is normally first rate. Ward pushes into space and receives the footy. Burn-Jones collects the half volley. He's caught. The Power are hanging out for the break. Sweet with the tap. Butters knew the tackle was coming. The umpire says he had no prior. Sweet with the tap. Navigated the traffic. Rosie, it's a tough game. Great tackling technique there. Good ruck work. Wines.
The team physios will be working overtime.
The Hawks were looking good at half-time, and they're looking even better now. This one is theirs for the taking.
Gary's back. What's caught your eye, Gaz?
The power. Haven't coped particularly well with the pressure, and they haven't had many opportunities to show off their foot skills. That's why I'd like to see them get on their bikes and spread, force the opposition to defend more, and give their forwards the best chance to take a mark and kick a goal. Turning this into a more uncontested match seems their best hope for a come-from-behind victory.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you.
Sweet.
They won't blame him.
Rosie blasts away. The Hawks have all the answers. Ward, dangerous to leave on his own. They've opened them up here. Looking to extend this margin. Good disciplined defence. Aaliyah, Mead, and they're out of trouble. Honours the lead. That's skillful. Ginnivan has it now on centre wing.
He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
Meek showing his skills. Manages to get off a handball.
They are tackling machines today.
Sicily says thank you very much.
Well-weighted kick.
Meek read it well and claims the mark. Wines clears the area. Has to be clean. Normally delivers. Thumped away. Impey in space. Can run and carry. The Hawks can smell blood. Evans showing why he's such a good defender. Wines ignoring the corridor for now. Berry has it. He's been a rare shining light for them today. The power moving the ball well. Richards. D'Ambrosio leads his opponent. Umpire calls advantage and off they go. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. Sweet.
He's rucked superbly in a losing cause.
There goes the kick inside the 50. Georgiades has it within range. Barris making his claim for the Golden Fist Award.
He had no interest in taking any chances.
They've got an opportunity here to get the ball down the other end quickly.
They've set up well for the kick-in. They're a pleasure to watch. Barras got to the right position and hung on. That's a good option, and this looks promising. The Hawks have winners everywhere. They're moving the footy quickly. Alarm bells are ringing. Searching kick. Hardwick, great hands there.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment, and the other side just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
That's 9 different goal kickers now. They are sharing the love.
The Hawks have the first of the last quarter. Sweet palms it down. Rosie. And inside 50 goes begging. It's a dominant display. Good thinking and good execution too. Joel has found some space. The Hawks continue to do as they wish. Aaliyah wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Quality delivery by foot. The kick was centimetre perfect. Berry with a chance to run. They're moving the footy well here. Can he be the fire starter? Richards has a paddock in front of him. Rosie. It's hard to defend ball movement like this. Whitlock has got off the chain.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
They've been on the wrong side of average for most of the game, but that was a classy passage of play.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. Sweet with a deft tap. Rosie, Butters, Burgoyne. Good handball. Sweet gets the kick away. Slipped through his fingers. Whitlock Paul Francis. He's split the middle.
Not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great passage of play.
The power with the past 2 goals. Meek looking for territory. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Sweet winds. I've liked his game today. Impey under pressure. That could prove costly. Butters. He would have fancied his chances from there. The fans will be happy to see this. Berry. Durden. Managed to get a handball away. Richards. He's a dynamo. Newcomb. Ever reliable. D'Ambrosio. That's good work rate. Clever kick. What can they muster from the back half? Doesn't often waste it. Barris makes position. Can't hang on under close attention. Day. Newcomb should be in the votes today. Impey is pushed up. The Hawks should score here. That's an uncharacteristic mistake. Burn-Jones. They are hunting the ball carrier. Hacking it forward. Rosie in the clear on centre wing. This is good ball movement. Can he find a teammate? Wines! He's outmarked 2 of them.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
To keep them alive, there's still a pulse.
He's exerting a huge influence over this match. 1 minute he's winning a clearance, the next he's kicking a goal. His work ethic is enormous.
They could have just faded away, but they haven't done that, so they deserve some credit. The big men fly. Rosie swoops. Drew. Paul Francis uses the body well. That's a useful ball. Sicily heads off the danger with a well-judged mark. Good-looking kick. Battle can keep it moving. Can he hit a target? Nash was afforded latitude. It's not a fair fight. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sweet slaps it out. Drew, he's been a shining light. Butters. Nash lays it off. McKenzie, he's set upon. Neither side able to clear the footy. Sweet with the tap. Rosie, got to get it on quickly. Burn-Jones comes free in the tackle. Newcomb saw that coming. Somehow released the ball. Sweet. Durden with an opportunity. Quick snap, and that's a goal!
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. The 2 big men do battle. Just shoveled it out. Richards, desperate to win it back. Wines accepted the invitation. Butters. Impey is there to save the day. They're playing with purpose and poise. Day, whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Drew, he's wrapped up. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
You've got to be quicker than that.
Nash in some space on the wing. Hardwick. Day onto it in a flash. Impey, he's stopped in his tracks. Didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
That's what happens when you find yourself in 2 minds.
Day, all on his own. He's got an option in the centre square. Lewis has got loose. Nash, Newcomb. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. The power finishing strongly. The interchange bench might be calling after that blue. Weddle works hard to present. Hardwick in the clear. Newcomb had some assistance. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. Bergman, Evans, well played. He's been industrious. The power are out of trouble. The Hawks have denied them the corridor. Gunston picks it off. That's poor kicking. Weddle, he's hit up the lead. Going for territory. Bergman takes an excellent grab. The power are finishing with a wet sail. Berry, Wines, running in support. Radaglia, they're keeping the ball well. Paul Francis can run and gun. Kicks to space. That's not a good kick. And they're away.
What's he got on offer?
Joel. Look at him go. Throws it on the boot. In no man's land. Drew mops that one up. You asked for it. You got it. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Sweet punches it out of the ruck. Rosie. He might have thought about hand passing. Burn-Jones. Butters. How will the umpire see this?
His hand passing is a weapon.
Sweet. The power are good with their hands. Gets his kick despite the heat. Burn-Jones. That's a bruising tackle.
The lift door's closed on him and he's gone.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
D'Ambrosio. Radaglia.
We've seen that before.
Butler. He's put it through.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The power will need to respond. It's being put to them. The big men fly.
The Hawks shore up their spot in the top four, and they are a bona fide premiership contender. What did you make of that match, Half?
The power held their own for much of the game without seriously threatening. They're not having a great season so far, but they can turn it around. They keep working hard and they manage to tidy up a few parts of their game. Onwards and upwards from here.
You get the feeling there'll be a lot said about this one. Thanks, Half.
That brings our coverage to a close. Thanks for being with us. We'll catch you again soon.